Hi everyone, good day. It's me again, Teacher Tina. And in this video, we'll talk about converse, inverse, contrapositive, and biconditional statement. Okay, so in this lesson, you will be able to make a converse statement from the given conditional statement. The same way, an inverse in the contrapositive statement can be derived from the conditional statement. So sa aking previous video tutorial, we talked about conditional statements wherein P represents the hypothesis and Q represents the conclusion. So, kapag meron tayong conditional statements or if-then statement, we will have if P, then Q. Ngayon naman, pag-uusapan natin ang converse, inverse, contrapositive, and biconditional statement. So, kung sa conditional statement, meron tayong if P, then Q, dito naman sa converse, pagpapalitin natin ang position ng conclusion and hypothesis. So, ito ay magiging if Q, then P. Sa inverse naman, okay, so ito ay kabaligtaran ng positive. Kung ang conditional statement ay positive statement, ang inverse naman ay negative statement. So, paano nga ba magiging negative ang statement? So, lalagyan natin siya ng salitang not. Pwedeng not, no, or does not have, depende sa statement. So, sa inverse, meron tayong if not P, then not Q. Kapag naman contrapositive, ito ay kabaligtaran ng inverse. So, gagawin lang natin siyang if not Q, then not P. So, dito sa contrapositive, pwede rin manggaling siya dito sa ating converse. Kasi magkapareho na sila ng form na if Q, then P, lalagyan lang natin siya ng word na not. Next is the biconditional statement. So, kapag naman biconditional, gagamit tayo ng words na if and only if. So, ito ay P, if and only if Q. So, hypothesis, if only if conclusion. Okay, so now let us discuss this one by one. So, now first, recall natin ang conditional statement. So, kapag sinabing conditional statement, both the hypothesis and conclusion are positive. So, this is the symbol that represents the conditional statement. Next is the converse statement. It formed when the hypothesis and the conclusion of a conditional statement are switched. So, ito na nga yung kanina, sabi natin, pagpapalitin lang natin ang position, yung hypothesis and conclusion. Then, we have inverse statement. Both the hypothesis and conclusions are negative. So, ito yung lalagyan natin ng words na no, not, does not, have. And we have contrapositive statement. It formed when the hypothesis and conclusion of an inverse statement are switched. So, dito ulit, pagpapalitin lang natin ang position, yung hypothesis and conclusion ng ating inverse statement. And the last one, we have biconditional statement. So, biconditional statement, it is a combination of a conditional statement and its converse written in the form if and only if. So, P, if and only if, Q. Okay, now, so to better understand those concepts, let us now have the following examples. So, one, the triangle is equilateral and equiangular. So, gamitin natin ito sa conditional statement. Kailangan natin itong hatiin sa dalawang phrase. And kung mapapansin niyo dito sa ating statement, gumamit tayo ng word na and. Yan. So, gagamitin natin ito para hatiin sa dalawang parts yung ating statement. So, again, the conditional statement, we have if P, then Q. So, if the triangle is equilateral, then it is equiangular. So, the hypothesis is the triangle is equilateral, and the conclusion is it is equiangular. Next is the converse statement or the if Q, then P. So, ito yung pagpapalitin lang natin. Uunahin natin isulat yung kanyang conclusion, then the hypothesis. Tatandaan lang na pag magsusulat tayo ng converse statement, lagi pa rin nasa unahan yung nouns natin. So, dito, ang noun na ginamit natin is triangle. So, the converse statement, if the triangle is equiangular, then it is equilateral. Ulitin ko lamang na ang kailangan mauuna ay yung noun na triangle bago yung kanyang pronoun na it. Next, we have the inverse statement. So, dito sa inverse statement, maglalagay lamang tayo ng words na not, no, does not have. Depende again sa ating statement kung ano yung gagamitin nating word. So, para dito sa ating inverse statement, if the triangle is not equilateral, then it is not equiangular. So, dito, ang ginamit nating word is not. Okay? So, ang basis natin sa ating inverse statement is the conditional statement. So, itong conditional statement, ito lang yung nilagyan natin ng word na not. Next is the contrapositive statement. So, dito sa contrapositive statement, pwede natin gawin, baliktarin natin ang hypothesis and conclusion ng inverse, or pwede rin naman na kuhanin natin yung converse statement, then lalagyan lang natin siya ng words na not or does not have. Okay, so for contrapositive statement, we have, if the triangle is not equiangular, then it is not equilateral. So, kapareho siya ng converse, but then, lalagyan siya ng word na not, or pagbabaligtarin natin ang position, yung hypothesis and conclusion ng ating inverse statement. Then, the last one, we have biconditional statement. So, gagamit lang tayo ng words na if and only if. So, gamitin natin itong nasa conditional statement, pero tatanggalin natin yung words na if at then. So, dito sa part na ito, sa then, dito natin ilalagay yung if and only if. So, therefore, the biconditional statement is the triangle is equilateral if and only if it is equiangular. Okay, so another example, we have a polygon has exactly 4 sides and it is quadrilateral. So, dyan, sa ating second statement, meron ulit tayong word na and. So, yung and, siya na yung naghatid sa statement into two phrases. So, madali na nating magagawa yung kanyang conditional statement. So, yung conditional statement, ulitin natin, we have if P, then Q. So, therefore, the conditional statement is if a polygon has exactly 4 sides, then it is a quadrilateral. Okay? So, dito, ang ating hypothesis, a polygon has exactly 4 sides, and ang ating namang conclusion, it is a quadrilateral. Now, we're going to form the converse statement. So, again, sa panggagawa ng ating converse statement, pagpapalitin lamang natin ang position, yung hypothesis and conclusion ng ating conditional statement, and tatandaan na yung noun ay laging nasa unahang phrase ng ating statement. So, the converse statement, if a polygon is a quadrilateral, then it has exactly 4 sides. Again, yung polygon ay nasa first phrase. Hindi pwede dito sa pangalawang phrase. Next is the inverse statement. Ulitin natin that the inverse statement is the negative statement of the conditional statement. Lalagyan lang natin ang words na not, does not have, or no. So, for the inverse statement, if a polygon does not have exactly 4 sides, then it is not quadrilateral. So, ang ginamit natin dito ay does not have and not. Next, para sa contrapositive statement, again, pwedeng pagbaligtarin lang natin ang posisyon, yung kanyang inverse statement, so yung hypothesis and conclusion ng inverse statement, pagpapalitin natin ang position, or pwede rin nating tingnan itong converse statement, wherein ito yung lalagyan natin ng words na not. So, the contrapositive statement, if a polygon is not quadrilateral, then it does not have exactly 4 sides. And the last one, we have biconditional statement. Again, pwede natin gamitin yung given statement or pwede rin natin gamitin yung conditional statement. So, ulitin ko lang na pag gagamitin natin yung conditional statement, hindi na natin kailangang isulat yung if and then. And dito natin sa part na ito, ilalagay yung kanyang if and only if. Kapag naman ang gagamitin natin ay itong nasa statement or yung given statement, itong and, papalitan natin ng word na if and only if. So, the biconditional statement, a polygon has exactly 4 sides if and only if it is a quadrilateral. Okay, another example, we have 2 line segments of equal length are congruent. Okay? So, dito, ating conditional statement is the if P, then Q. So, if 2 line segments are equal in length, then they are congruent. So, dito, ang ating hypothesis, 2 line segments are equal in length, and ang ating namang conclusion, they are congruent. Next, the converse statement, if Q, then P. So, if 2 line segments are congruent, then they have equal length. So, again, pag gagawa tayo ng converse statement, lagi pong nasa unahan ang kaniyang subject or noun. Next, the inverse statement. So, if not P, then not Q. So if two line segments are not equal in length, then they are not congruent. Next, converse or contrapositive statement. So dito, again, sa ating contrapositive statement, pwedeng pagbaligtarin natin yung hypothesis and conclusion ng inverse. Pwede rin naman na lagyan natin ng words na not yung ating converse statement. So, the contrapositive statement, if two line segments are not congruent, then their lengths are not equal. And for the biconditional statement, we have two line segments are equal in length if and only if they are congruent. Okay, so next example, we have an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. So, dito kung mapapansin nyo, wala siyang word na end. So, hindi natin agad makikita kung saan natin hahatiin ang ating statement. So, sabi dito, okay, so sabi dyan, an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. So, meron na tayong given a kind ng angle, which is the acute angle. So, ang conditional statement natin ay pwede, if an angle is an acute angle, then it measures less than 90 degrees. So, dito, nagdagdag lang tayo ng word na angle kasi yung ating acute angle ay nabibilang sa grupo ng mga angles. Kaya siya yung ginawa natin noun or subject. Next, for the converse statement, we have, if an angle measure less than 90 degrees, then it is an acute. So, kapag ka daw yung measure ng angle is less than 90 degrees, siya ay acute. And the inverse, maglalagay lang ulit tayo ng words na not. Okay. So, if an angle is not an acute, then its measure is not less than 90 degrees. And for our contrapositive statement, we have, if an angle doesn't measure less than 90 degrees, then it is not an acute. So, for the biconditional statement, an angle is an acute if and only if its measure is less than 90 degrees. Okay, so now, let us summarize what we have learned about the different kind of statements. So, again, meron tayong conditional statement. So, dito sa conditional statement, we have if P, then Q, where P is the hypothesis and Q is the conclusion. The converse statement, if Q, then P. So, dito, pinagbaligtad lang natin yung hypothesis and conclusion ng ating conditional statement. Next, inverse. So, gagawin lang natin negative yung ating statement. Paano natin gagawin negative? Maglalagay lang tayo ng words na not, no, does not have, do not have. Depende again sa ating statement. So, meron tayong if not P, then not Q. And sa ating contrapositive, we have if not Q, then not P. So, itong contrapositive, pwedeng magagawa natin siya pag pinagbaligtad natin yung hypothesis and conclusion ng ating inverse, or pwede rin naman na itong ating converse ay gagawin natin negative. So, lalagyan natin siya ng words na not. Next, the biconditional statement, wherein gagamit tayo ng words na if and only if. So, P, if and only if, Q. Okay, so muli, sana ay meron kayong natutunan sa aking video lesson na ito. And thank you for watching. So, please subscribe to my YouTube channel kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe. Good luck, God bless, and happy learning, everyone!